Alright, so this is kind of like my farewell video, I guess you could say, to Simpsons Tapped Out. So Simpsons Tapped Out coming to an end is pretty crazy. I mean, this game has been around since, I don't even know when. This got introduced to me by a work friend years ago. Probably, 2012 maybe? 2011? Somewhere in that range. I remember I had my iPhone 5 when I first downloaded this game, and that was one that I got from Walmart, so it didn't have much memory. I think it had like the baseline 8 gigs of those days, and it was getting full on storage, memory storage, whatever, and I was like, dang it, I gotta get rid of something. And during those days, I played another game called Hypey, Haypi Monster. It's kind of like a weird knockoff of Pokemon almost. And it was between this and Hypey Monster, and I chose Hypey Monster, which game sucks. I haven't played it in a very long time now, but at the time, that was my game. So I ended up ditching this, and then more recently, DC Legends ended up going offline. That happened on Halloween Day 2023. So then I always play 2 phone games. So at the time it was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and DC Legends. So when DC Legends went offline, I was like, well, what am I gonna do? And I decided to re-look into this game. I actually first tried to look into this Lego game that I played briefly. I forgot what it was called. Lego something, but it looks like it already has gone off the App Store, which is kind of weird because that was like recently added. So I was like, how is this game already offline? Didn't make sense. I figured it'd be more popular. TT games is pretty popular. Legos in general are popular. Don't really know how that game already failed, but I thought it was pretty good. But anyways, it wasn't there, so I couldn't download it. And then I thought about other games that I could download, like Marvel Strike Force, and I used to play that, and I was like, I quit that game for a reason. Marvel Strike Force, in my opinion, sucks. It just causes rage, and I was like, yeah, I'm not re-downloading that trash. And then I was like, ooh, I know, Simpsons Tapped Out. So that's what I did. Re-downloaded this game probably around the time that DC Legends was going to be ending, or maybe like right after it. And I've been playing it since, pretty faithfully, logging in all the time, trying to get as much money as I could and complete all the storylines and everything that they had. And, yeah, then my town, as you can see, is kind of a mess. Like, it started over here, and look, it looked all nice. I had structure going, I had a plan going, some organization. And then it was like I had a lot of missions, and I started to get a lot of stuff, and it kind of, I don't know, at the time I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough land, and so it's looking good, and then I just started putting stuff. I just put it there, and I was like, I'll deal with it later, I need to get land, I need my money to get land. And then it was just like a constant battle between getting money and land and getting these buildings from like storyline missions, and then just the constant back and forth. So then my town kind of fell apart, and it just looks like crap, and I always wanted to update it, but I knew it was going to be a lot of work. And then it's kind of ironic, because I was going to start updating it, and then that's when this message came up, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to waste my time to do this, because that message showed up, I think it was in October, kind of like DC Legends, around Halloween it showed up. So yeah, anyways, so I was like, I'm not going to waste my time updating this town then if it's just going to go offline. I'm not going to put all the effort in just for, the servers to be shut down. So yeah, my town kind of looks like crap. But I guess it is what it is, especially now. I mean, today is Wednesday, January 22nd, and this game obviously goes offline on the 25th, so it only has a couple days left anyways. Yeah, so I guess overall, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like, well, on one hand, obviously it is kind of sad. This game's been around for a long time, at least 10 years. Obviously more than that, but we can confidently say at least 10. So, it's kind of sad that it's shutting down for whatever reason. I don't know. I would doubt that's because people lost interest. Maybe they have. But on the other hand, I do feel like it is kind of good that it's ending, because this is kind of a lot of work. It's like every day I log in, I just feel like it takes forever to gather all of the character missions and stuff. Like, I feel like they should have came up with a way that it's just like one and done. You know, you just tap it, just tap something and it collects everything. All the store money, all the characters' missions get completed, and nice and quick. Instead of going through and finding all the characters and one by one doing it, it just, it's too tedious. I hate it. Every morning I try to quickly do quickly gather all my stuff at work, and I feel like I'm just sitting there dicking around for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, geez, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be working. This is supposed to be a quick thing, and it's taking 15 minutes though. So, in a way, for me, I'm looking forward to this being over. That way then I don't have to do that anymore. No, there'll be no more of this to have to do. So that'll be cool. I also think it could be cool on other occasions, like the weekend or whatever, so that I don't have to, that's terrible. So that way then I don't have to, waste time doing this. It'll save a little bit of time on the weekends. I mean, I do like having 2 phone games, so what I was thinking I might do is just play, I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so I'm thinking maybe I could play my second account. I kind of abandoned my second account when I started playing this and everything, so maybe I could just go back to that. Then I'll still have 2 games, but it's just one game, and it's one game I'm very familiar with and kind of good at. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, so in a way, as I said, I am kind of looking forward to this being over, just because this is a lot of work. Look, every day going around doing this, I hate doing this. I don't want to scroll all through this dang town and tap every single thing, because forbid if we just have an easy button that does it all, one and done. And yes, technically there is the finger monument thing, which mine is right, jeez, where am I? Mine is right here, but it only lets you do it once per day. Like, this should be able to recharge like once every 8 hours or something, not once per day. That's ridiculous. A lot of these buildings refresh their payout every like 4 hours as it is, so doing once per day is just very inefficient. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a huge town with a lot of buildings and stuff. I mean, technically, I don't even have everything. I have a decent amount of stuff, but I don't have everything. There's still a lot in the shop here. All this stuff from Taps 3. Look, all these monuments, more buildings. Probably more things that could pay me some rent. Okay, Taps 3 sucks. Let's try a different one. Taps 2. Buildings. See? Buildings, cars, more buildings, all these. So imagine you had all of this. You've been playing all along, and you've just been keeping up with all the updates and stuff. Like, you'd have a ton of stuff, which means you would have a ton of things to tap on to collect the money. Like, once a day is just dumb. But anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to say in like the eulogy. I guess that's about all. Yeah, that's it. So I guess farewell, game. And it's been sort of fun. It was fun up to a certain point. Then I got too much of this stuff, and then it kind of lost its fun. But, I guess when your town's smaller, it's pretty cool. Because it's kind of fun to be able to decorate your town and design it and stuff. Like I had in the beginning. This nice little mess over here. Not even a mess. Everything was thought of and neatly laid out and stuff, sort of. So, it was cool during these days. But yeah, I guess this is it. A couple days, and this game is just done. So, if you played the game, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a lot of good memories with it, and I hope maybe you enjoy my mini-series just as a way to, I don't know, kind of remember the game, and yeah. And, as far as I'm concerned, until next time, I said see ya.